is I'm starting off this solo with that lick. So what I'm doing is I'm going into the key of A minor again. I'm moving up to the 17th and 19th frets. I'm doing a bend on the 3rd string, a whole step bend. And then I'm going to the 15th fret of the 2nd string with my 1st finger, and the 20th fret with my pinky, and I'm doing a hammer-on pull-off. So it looks like this. Okay? Now the way I'm actually doing that is I'm doing my bend, but you'll notice my 1st finger is planted on the 2nd string while I'm doing the bend. So the bend on the 3rd string is being done with my ring finger and my middle finger, and then I'm heading over to the 2nd string, 15th fret there, with my 1st finger. So I'm just connecting. Now, I really don't want them to ring over the top of each other, so when this one's done, when the 3rd string's done, I then play the 2nd string. So the trick is to get the 3rd string pitch to die by the time I get to the 2nd string. See that? Okay. Now what I do is I do this next note, the pinky, the 20, as an upstroke. And then I do a pull-off back to the 15. Now, if you have a hard time doing that upstroke on the 20, don't worry about it. You could totally do this as a hammer-on pull-off, and it would be just awesome. It's just whatever's comfortable for you. So it sounds like this. You see? So I've got a down, down, up, and then I got that pull-off right there. So the first lick is based off of that. You'll notice the first note is a bit longer than the other ones as well. So when I'm doing this, I'm sorry, 3, 4. So it's pretty fast, but that's the way it sounds. Okay, then I move into a dissension that he does a lot. Okay, what I'm doing there is I'm just doing a group of 3s or 6s, depending on how you look at it. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm doing a pull-off from 20 to 17, excuse me, going to the 20 of the 2nd string, back to the 15 of the 1st string. And then I'm going to do a pull-off from 20 to 15 on the 2nd string. Okay, now that's what we call a pattern. This thing is what we refer to as a lick usually. A pattern is a lick that descends or ascends over and over and over in different places on the fretboard. So what I'm doing here is I'm making this lick, but I'm going to create a pattern out of it by moving it around the fretboard. So I've got, and then I start on the 2nd string and I do the same thing connecting from the 2nd to the 3rd string. Now, because I'm staying pentatonic, you'll notice I'm not going from 20 to 20 again. I'm going 20 to 19, because I just want to stay with the minor pentatonic scale here. And now I'm on the 3rd string, and I'm going to do the same thing from the 3rd to the 4th string. And then we're going to go from the 4th string to the 5th string, and then we're going to end it. I'm just ending it on the A, which is the 19th fret of the 4th string. So I'm just doing the pattern, this lick, over and over and over, and then ending on the note A. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and then I'll break down the right hand a little bit for you. So what happens is, because you're doing this patterned idea, you're doubling strings in there, which makes it sound really cool when it gets faster. But you're not really thinking of it like that, because you're just thinking about it as groups of 6. So you're starting on the 1st string, ending on the 2nd string, and then you're starting on the 2nd string, ending on the 3rd string, and then starting on the 3rd string, ending on the 4th string, and so on. So again, nice and slow, it looks like this. The next one, the next one, the next one, and then I end on the root. Okay? Now, picking-wise, the picking is really, really important for me to get this up to the speeds that I need, but you could certainly explore other things as well. But what I'm doing is I'm playing a down, and then a 2 downs, which we did talk about somewhere else in here too. I don't remember where in the video, but basically what you're doing is you're trying to push through those 2 strings as quickly as possible, like you're playing a chord. You don't want to go, you don't want to lift like a chicken pecking. You want to push through. You want to push through those down, down as quickly as possible. Okay, so you're going. Now what you'll notice is as I do that, I got my down with a pull off, and then 2 downs. And that's the tough part. So this finger's going to stay where it is. The first finger's going to stay where it is. And I just have to time the second string to get out of the way. Now, how am I keeping the second string from making noise? I'm touching it with the tip of my index finger. Right here, I'm touching the second string with the tip of my index finger. That way, when I take my pinky off, it deadens the sound of that second string. So see, this finger stays planted the entire time. The first finger does. Now, I'm not done yet. I got to do a pull or an upstroke, excuse me, to the 20th fret of the second string again, and then a pull off. And at that point, I do need to move that first finger out of the position. So if I do this nice and slow a couple of times, then you can just see the right hand and the left hand. Okay, so here it is. Now remember, as I'm playing it, if I was really playing it that slow, I probably wouldn't use this picking pattern because it would be that slow. The problem is, you want to get that sucker pretty quick, don't you? I mean, that in itself, right away, to me, sounds like Randy Rhoads. It's just awesome. So what I'm going to be doing is taking that same idea and then going to the next string, doing the same thing. So I'm starting with a down. Down, down, up, and then down, 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 up, down, 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 up,